This is the reason why your meta ads are not working. So I'm going to show you inside my ad account, and I will show you something that you may have already noticed or you may have not. And even if you did notice, some people just ignore it, to be honest. And we did that for a very long time. But now we have a new process and we have a different system that we do to make this thing does not impact our ads. So this is Vishal. I've done over 20 million plus in revenue. I've spent millions of dollars on ads, and I will show you why your ads are not working and what to do about it. So let's jump right into my screen. So as you can see on my screen, I have one of my ad account open here, and I'm going to show you something pretty interesting. Okay, we're going to go to breakdown and we're going to go to dynamic creative element. Okay, so Facebook has something called flexible, and they also have dynamic creative optimization. DCO is what it used to be known as. DCO is not available in many ad accounts, but they have something called flexible. What flexible allows you to do is that if I was to show you in this, let me show you in this one. Okay, I cannot edit the ad because the date has ended. But what I can do is that I can change the date so that I can show you this. Okay, there's something called flexible. Okay, and this is basically giving Facebook more control. We will show your ad in the format we predict may perform the best. Okay, now there's something interesting happens when you do inflexible. You can have multiple different videos and multiple different images. Meaning you can have 10 creatives, okay? You can have 5 images, you can have 5 videos, you can have 10 videos, you can have 10 images, right? But you can only have up to 10. So you can have 2 images and 8 videos. You can do whatever you want on that combination, but you can have up to 10 assets, all right? And then you can have up to 5 primary text. So that's the ad copy, right, for the Facebook. So you can have up to 5 of those, right? And you can have 5 headline, 1 of 5, right? 5 headline, and you can have 1 of 5 description. You can have 5 description. So 5 primary text, 5 headline, and 5 description. And then you run ads to the URL, okay? So that's basically what a flexible does, okay? So back in the day, when I go back here, so back in the day, this is in 2022, right? So back in the day when flexible was working, apparently, right? When he was working, what you used to be able to do is that, again, I'm in ad level, okay? And I can go to dynamic creative and I can do image and video. Okay. And back in the day, it will tell you which video got a purchase. So this video right here, spent $200 and had 4 purchases. So we used to be able to see that. But with Apple and iOS updates and everything, now Facebook doesn't do that. So in this one, in this ad, right, I have 10 videos, all right? I have 10 videos and I have 21 purchases, but I'm doing the same image video dynamic creative breakdown and it does not show me. I'm not able to see which video, which ad copy, right? Which primary text is doing well. For example, if I go to dynamic creative elements, right, and then I click on text, what happens is that on the ad that was from like 2 years ago, you can see which ad copy is bringing the purchases, right? I can see 2 purchase, right? So I can clearly see what's working, what's not working. But here, on the new one that was just launched on July 18, 2025, it doesn't show me. It doesn't show me anything. It doesn't show me if the video is doing well or not. It doesn't show me which primary text copy is doing well or not. It doesn't show me anything, okay? And this is a massive problem because as a media buyer, you need to know what's working and what's not working, right? Without that, how are you going to optimize the ads? And that's a massive flaw in the system. And it used to work. And I thought Facebook was going to fix it, but they never did. And even till this day, flexible is still an option. You can still create flexible ads, but you don't have an option to see what's working and what's not working. And without that, I mean, you may just be running ads blindly, right? Like if you don't know what's working, what are you doing, right? And that's a massive problem. And that is why your ads are not working because you don't know what's working and what's not working. Without that, how are you going to scale the ads? How are you going to scale the ads? That is the same question that I asked myself, and we established a new process of running ads. So this is a different ad account, as you can see. And we have spent $3,000 this month. And if I was to go here, just any random campaign, okay? If I was to go in any random campaign, you will see I have 2 different assets. I typically have 2 or 3 different assets because I want to see which one works and which one doesn't work. Okay, if I have 2 or 3 different assets, I know 1 or 2 is not going to work and the other one is going to work, which is exactly what happened here as well. As you can see, I had 2 assets and one of them is getting much of the budget and it is working. It is getting purchases. The next one is not even spending anything at all, right? So, which is fine. So let's go to the one that's getting the purchase and you're going to see there is a pattern here. See, we don't use flexible anymore. That is the solution. What we do is we create our own combination, okay? So what do I mean by that? So when I go here, you're going to see I'm using single image or video. I'm not using flexible, okay? I'm not selecting flexible at all. When I do flexible, again, it doesn't tell me what's working and what's not working. I don't want that, okay? When I scroll down, you're going to see I only have 1 image selected. That's it. There's 1 primary text, 1 copy, right? And there's 1 headline, okay? And just 1 description and call to action. So what that means is that, let's say if I have 4 images, right? And 2 ad copy and 3 headlines, then I would create 4 multiplied by 2 is 8, 8, 3, 24, right? So I will create 24 different ads, okay? And I will mix the combination. Okay, so here in this ad account, I only have one image, one ad copy, and one headline. When I go back, you're going to see that the headline is pretty much the same. Check this out. The headline is pretty much the same. The copy is pretty much the same. The only thing that's different is the image. As you can see, they have different images, right? And even the name is different, okay? C stands for copy, L stands for headline. So I can tell by just looking the name of the ad that they all have the same headline and they all have the same copy, okay? So basically what we're doing is that we're taking the proven headline, proven copy, and we're giving it different images. And by looking at this, I can tell, okay, this image, B image 3, is a winner. Like that is the one that's getting the most purchases, right? It is getting 8 purchases this month. And we have 1 purchase from B image 2, and we have 1 purchase from B image 9. I would have never been able to know this if it was Flexible, because Flexible doesn't show this to me at all anymore, right? It used to show me in the past, but it doesn't do that. I mean, I challenge you, go to your ad account, go to breakdown, and go to dynamic creative element and choose image video slideshow. This is what it used to be. Okay, when you did that, it used to show you. Okay, even with flexible format, it doesn't show what's working and what's not working. So if I go back to here, right, let's do flexible format. Okay, so single media has 21 purchases. What is single media? Like I have 10 different videos in there, and which copy it is, right? Which headline it is, right? It doesn't tell me. I like giving power to Facebook, but sometimes I think you give too much power. When you give too much power, you don't know what's working and what's not working. If Facebook is not telling me what's working, how am I supposed to know what to do next, right? What do I like? What do I create next? What image do I create? What video do I create? What headline to give to Facebook? What ad copy to give to Facebook, right? I don't know, okay, in this situation. But when I have it the way I have it done here, then I know exactly what I need to do next. Is this image right here is working. I need to create more images like this. That's what I need to do next. Or maybe take this image and try different ad copy or try different headline. That's what I need to do next, right? And that's how I can scale my ads. And that's how your meta ads are not working. So if I go back to, let's say, any random campaign, let's do homesteading, okay? There's only one ad set, all right? And you will see they have same headlines, okay? Just by looking at the name, they have same headline, they have same ad copy as well, and they have different images. That's it, same structure. Again, you can do the same thing with the different primary text copy. You can do the same thing with a different headline as well. So let's go on to this campaign. So there is 2 different assets in here. Let's go on to this one, and you would notice that they have a lot of ads, and it looks like, let's see, they have different images as well. So it looks like we're testing a lot more images in here. No, I don't know why. Okay, so let's go on to this one here. Okay, different images. Okay, so what's happening here is that we're taking the winner and we're testing it, but we're also changing different interests. So we're taking the structure that we have that's working, but we're testing different interests. Okay, because every campaign is a different interest. All right, let's go up here. So here we have a different headline. Okay, and we also have different images, but we'll have very similar images as well. As you can see, B image number 3, the proven images, is here as well. So that's how we do things, and that's how you should be doing, so that you know exactly what is working and what's not working. Without that, there is literally no way to scale your ads at all. Okay, and Facebook has made it harder, and I think Apple with iOS update and everything made harder to Facebook, and Facebook has no option. So the only other option is to have multiple different ads. Like I have 20 different ads. Like I said, if you have 4 images, 2 ad copy, 3 headline, you would have 24 different ads, because each ads and each video and each headline create different variation. Okay, so that's what I'm doing right now, and that's what I believe everyone should be doing, especially at the moment, unless Facebook and Meta fix the problem, fix the issue. Without that, there is no other way. This is the ultimate and the best way to run ads right now. All right, if you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you on the next video.